What's up, you guys? I'm back with another video. My name is Grady, and I listen to country music on this channel. And I am doing a video today that I'm super excited to do. This is going to be Cody Jinks' new single, Must Be the Whiskey. Cody Jinks is someone that I actually was introduced to through following The Rock on Instagram and Twitter. And I mean, I obviously had heard about him from people in the music scene, but I didn't actually give him a listen until The Rock directly tweeted at me last year saying, hey, you should listen to Cody Jinks, try the song Cast No Stones. And I did, and I actually recorded a whole reaction to it, and I was kind of pumped because my beard was like huge Cody Jinks length at the time. And something happened to that video and it got like corrupted, and I cannot find it on my external hard drive, on my computer, anywhere. That video no longer exists, and I was like, whatever, it doesn't make sense to reshoot that when he's got a new single coming out. So I've been waiting and waiting because in this last year, I've become a major Cody Jinks fan. I think he is an excellent storyteller. He has an excellent voice, and his music is just full and rich. And sometimes it's raucous, and sometimes it's self-loathing, and often, though, I feel it's actually pretty hopeful. And he's a guy that is coming out of the Texas scene, which has, I mean, I got to get more into the Texas scene on this channel. It's been very Nashville focused, but suffice it to say, I love Cody Jinks. I'm finally able to make good on my promise to, our future president, The Rock, and and give Cody Jinks a listen. Very excited about this. A lot of you guys have been tweeting at me and commenting, listen to this song, and here I am. I'm ready to do it. I'm a totally normal dude on a Saturday night sitting listening to a Cody Jinks song as my pregame. So let's get into this song. I'll also say I have a new beard channel, so I don't have to keep hawking beard stuff on this channel. I'll link it down below. You can always pick up my beard oil. It's called Stash Grooming Co. Look how pretty it is. Look at that nice label. It's not focusing on it, but I promise you it's a nice label and it's a nice product. Best way to support the channel is just to pick up a bottle of this. And thank you to all of you guys that have. And girls that have. So, Must Be the Whiskey, Cody Jinks. Let's get into this. Okay, so I have the video pulled up here, and it looks like we've got the same old man on the cover from his 2015 album, I'm Not the Devil, which would be cool if we're getting like a little storyline here. If like on his albums, he always has this same old man. I'm not sure if it's the same guy. He looks a little more haggard, a little less like a Old West sheriff, and more like a sort of Sasquatch sensei. But I'm going to press play. Here we go. So, oh. Wow. Okay, so first verse and chorus, I really like this. Cody's such a clear writer. That's one of the things I really enjoy about him. And here we've got just dichotomy after dichotomy in this song, where the whole first verse is about the head and the heart, and maybe my head's not communicating with my heart. And then he brings in love and lust, and he's like, well, it's not love and lust that is sort of causing the conflict with why I don't want to be with you and kind of do want to be with you. And then he brings in a third dichotomy where he says, I've been drinking to remember, I've been drinking to forget. So I really like this either or that's going all through the song and the kind of parallelism in the writing. And then it sounds really good. It's kind of got a little bit of a swampy feel to me. I felt like we heard some organ in the beginning. It might just be, I think it's an organ, an electric organ. And we've got a nice drum kit. We've got a nice guitar sound. And then that kind of growl but clear voice. Cody's almost got a similar kind of voice to Luke Combs. I know a lot of you guys on this channel are huge Luke Combs fans, as am I, and so far I really like this song. It's thematically sort of similar to Jason Aldean's new single, Drowns the Whiskey. Well, maybe it's like the preamble to that. A whirlwind of a world. That's fun to say. So he's drinking too much and mad at himself for it. Okay, One thing I really like, you expect when you get to that end of the verse, I'll just play it. Must be the whiskey. You think when he does, it must be the whiskey, that's going to be the start of the chorus. But it's really this almost one line pre-chorus, and then the drop comes. And it feels celebratory, not so self-loathing. But it's not. Ah. Don't you love just like swing into a guitar solo? And it's not like a big braggadocious guitar solo, it's just sort of sweet in there. Good rhyme. Good bass line there. Dude, I'm jacked up on coffee right now. Very, very cool song. So that was Must Be the Whiskey by Cody Jinks, and that was the first single off his upcoming album Lifers, which is coming out in July. And I really, really liked that song. I mean, it's not some like big anthemic thing. It's just a great song. But I'm really excited. I'm really excited to be covering Cody Jinks on this channel. I really, really like him, and I have listened to the crap out of I'm Not the Devil and Adobe Sessions, and I haven't listened to all of his past work that much, but I know I should get into it. There's just a lot of music to listen to. Cody's one of the people coming out of the Texas scene that I actually feel like is starting to translate into the mainstream scene, and I'd love for more people to latch on board. That said, the guys that are doing stuff out in Texas, good on them. You know, they don't have to play the whole Nashville radio game, and I don't really know why they'd want to when they have so much control over their career and so many people coming out to see their shows out of the red dirt scene in Texas and Oklahoma and all that kind of scene out there. So let's talk about this song, Must Be the Whiskey. I really enjoy what's happening in this song and the juxtaposition of him singing about his loneliness and his frustration with himself for his drinking and the ways in which this girl shouldn't take him back because he's been making a fool of himself and he's been drinking too much. But that when he really starts to unpack that loneliness, it is in this sort of celebratory sounding chorus, like this kind of bar song where about why he's been drinking too much and he can't get her off his mind and it must be the whiskey. I think that sounds really cool. In some ways, it brought to mind the song One Day at a Time from the new American Aquarium record, where B.J. Barham says, songs fulfill a human need to stand and watch another man bleed. And that idea has been going through my head of why do we sort of celebrate the worst parts of musicians sometimes. And it's because there's something human in that. And so maybe there is some sort of celebration in acknowledging publicly and in a song like, you know, I'm drinking too much and it's making me lonely and my heart hurt. Because I think that's just really interesting that it seems so vibrant and like a bar sing-along during that chorus. He sounds really awesome on it. I like that we're switching from kind of this swampy bluesy sound to that sort of a little bit poppier, fun, melodic chorus. And I really enjoy the instrumentation of this song. You get a little bit of steel guitar, you get a little bit of, I think it's organ, I'm just going to say that. And you get that nice guitar solo that's not overbearing. It's not a big Jason Aldean in your face solo at the bridge there. You know, Texas music, like I'd say the one thing that Texas has restraint in seems to be its guitar solos and its use of percussion. That is one area of life out of a million that Texas actually seems to have some restraint in compared to the rest of the world. It doesn't feel overly bombastic. So that song's really, really good. It didn't like rip out my heart the way a song like Cast No Stones has in the past. So I'll give that a strong 7.5 beards out of 10 and cannot wait to hear his album Lifers. It's coming out in like 6 weeks. So that's my review. What do you guys think of the song? What do you think of Cody Jinks? Who are some other major names out of the Texas scene that you'd want to see me cover? Obviously, if I just start covering every random artist, I would not be able to let this channel function. But I'd love to hear from you, who you want to see on this channel. I have done a whole reaction to Aaron Watson's last album, Vaquero. That was one of the first videos I did here. So Thanks, guys, for checking this out. And I'm doing some other stuff coming up, too. You'll see more of me this week. Okay, bye, y'all.